Hey y'all, it's Dalanie.
And it's Katie, and this is Classically Black Podcast,
where we talk all things classical music and being black in the profession.
with trap beats playing in the background. Guten Morgen.
Hey y'all. Anything to report?
Nope. Just our country's falling apart around us. It's raining in LA, so that means niggas going 90 and they haven't changed their tires since 2019. So all is well.
Just remember to move my car. Okay. Anyway, it has nothing to do with the show, so all my responsibility. Okay, let's get into the news this week. First of all, the Oscars happened. Forgot to do the Grammys on the first week after that, so did not forget the Oscars. There's really only one thing I wanted to say, which was congratulations to the director and producers of The Only Girl in the Orchestra, which we did an episode on a couple weeks ago. They won the Oscar for Best Documentary Short.
Oh, shoot.
So if you have not seen it, it's on Netflix. And if you have not heard our episode about it, it is a couple weeks ago. I don't know the number, but it's in the title. So one of the rare instances where the title actually does tell you what we talk about in the episode. So we'll see if this is one of them as well.
Yep. Congratulate us. Thanks.
Also, the Eastern Music Festival announced that they are not going to be having their festival this summer. They're in the middle of a labor dispute with their faculty. I had no idea until they posted it on Instagram. I went to EMF in 2018. But yeah, they decided they were going to cancel the festival. According to Lenny, trigger warning. Sorry.
Wait, he teaches there?
No. It's just somebody with the same name.
Oh, that's let me stop.
Yeah. Lenny, who's one of the base faculty there, who I went there, so I'm friends with him on Facebook. He was saying that the faculty didn't even know that they was canceling it. They found out where everybody else.
So how's a labor dispute if somebody lying? No,
they had been doing the labor dispute, and then the festival people decided to cancel the festival because they said that the labor dispute wasn't going to be resolved in enough time for them to actually plan the festival, and for the even if we resolved it, all the preparations and stuff that we have been putting in place because we've been doing the labor dispute. But he was just saying that the faculty was not aware that that's what they were doing. They found out with everybody else once they made that decision to cancel the festival.
I feel bad because there's one person that teaches there that it's sit this one out, I guess. Sorry. You know how terrible you gotta be if I actually think that. Oh well, sister.
But yeah, apparently the disagreement is because the festival admin think that they need to reduce the size of the faculty, and of course the faculty is so no.
How you gonna reduce the size of a what?
They said that they want to reduce the number of professional musicians involved. Yeah, because there's a festival orchestra and the faculty as well. So yeah. They're saying no, and that's what they're disputing over. And that, of course, after they've canceled the festival, that's caused everything to get worse. And so the union that represents the faculty members have filed an unfair labor practice complaint with the National Labor Relations Board. So that was just yesterday. So we'll see.
Oh, I wonder if they already signed contracts and stuff.
Oh yeah,
because that happens in January.
Yeah, because this is the first time I've heard of it. Maybe it wasn't getting a lot of coverage before. But
because I don't really understand that. Because how could they file a unfair labor thing if there's no labor? Are you guaranteed if you work at if you work at a music festival, is it guaranteed that you come back every summer, or you got to resign every summer? Because I don't get, and also why would you sign contracts? Yeah, I don't get it. If you knew something, if y'all couldn't come to an agreement.
Well, some people probably they might have a multi-year, because the Eastern Music Festival's been around for a long time, 60 years.
And it's the same faculty every year. They don't switch them out.
There are some people that have been there for a long time.
Yes, but that's what I'm wondering. Do they, even those people, is it oh, someone told us going to teach here until they don't want to and they have something different going on? Or is it, we know you're going to be here, but you got to sign this thing?
And then also they have a festival orchestra. So I would imagine those people also have a contract.
Because I know for orchestral musicians, you got to sign every year. Teaching, I only have to sign once. So I know everything is different. Or maybe every orchestra is different. Maybe you don't have to. Well, actually, I can't imagine that.
Well, because they have to, because their union is negotiating their contract.
But also, scratch it. I don't know. I'm not going to put their business out there. I don't know if it's time for orchestra every year. Maybe it was the person I was talking to. In their situation, they had to resign for what they had set up with the orchestra.
And maybe so maybe in the if that is what's happening, maybe in the re-signing process is when this, like they were re-signing, but they brought up all these changes, and now that's where the dispute is stemming from. Yeah, well, best of luck to them, and of course they're refunding everybody's application fees and stuff. Yeah, I feel bad for all the people that were planning to go. I mean, it's March, so you still got time.
But not much. Yeah.
But I'm sure, my hope is that they were communicative with people who were like, because like I didn't hear about this, but I'm not applying to EMF. If you sent an application, I hope that if y'all knew there was a possibility that the festival wouldn't be happening, that people who actually had sent y'all money and applied and did tapes and all that knew this before we did.
When's the commitment date for a music festival?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I only been to one.
So, not doing that one today. And then last but not least, this was. Equity Arc put out a statement saying that their planned Wind Symphony concert in collaboration with the president's own U.S. Marine Band, which is going to be happening on May 4th of this year, has been canceled following the recent executive orders affecting DEI-related programs at the federal level. So, of course, we talked a lot about the Kennedy Center and how all of that has affected the arts, but this is another example of how the federal DEI bans have affected classical music. Apparently the plan for the performance was to have 30 pre-college musicians from across the country who auditioned to play with the ensemble. They were going to receive mentorship from the Marine Band musicians and perform music from composers of diverse backgrounds. This says here, they said, while this decision is out of our control, what remains unchanged is our unwavering commitment to creating opportunities for musicians of color. Equity Arc exists to ensure that talented artists, regardless of background, have access to meaningful, transformative experiences in the field. They also said, we appreciate the partnership we share with the United States Marine Band and thank their leadership, staff, and musicians for their support of our mission. So it seems like this is coming from those folks.
Girl, y'all better buy up your toothpaste, because I was brushing my teeth this morning. You know, toothpaste be made in Mexico. This is the one I buy. So what? And also, toothpaste already been a little out of hand to me, but I'm just like, it's $4. I feel that's a little out of hand, but it's like, okay, but you use it for multiple use, so fine. It's what? A 25% tariff on toothpaste? So it's gonna be $5 for a toothpaste at best. Girl, I'm finna go buy me a bunch to tie me over into something gives or takes.
No more. Said until we don't need teeth no more.
That's what they want.
They're eating mush and gruel.
Well, my good, actually.
Okay.
Anyway, for the intermission this week, I want to play that game to see if we can guess the same word. So basically how it works is on the count of 3, me and Dalanie gonna say a word. And then the 2 words that we randomly say, but it'll be within classical music. The 2 words that we randomly say, no. Let's do black or classical music or. Because it's gonna be 2. I feel like it'll be 2. But within the 2 words that we say, we have to try to see if we can find a common ground so we can guess the right word. So for example, if like Dalanie said fish and I said blue, we got blue fish. Okay. Oh no, I said red. Let's make it quick. If I said red, she said fish. I'm like, boom. Hopefully the next word would be like red snapper. That's a bad example because it's like 2 words would be 1 word, but that's the whole point. We're trying to use our telepathy to guess the word.
Okay.
Black or classical music. This might be very frustrating to you listening, so sorry in advance for any blood pressure issues we may cause. Okay, black or classical music. Okay. 3, 2, 1. No.
Baton.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Conductor. Yes. All right. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do black this time.
Okay.
Strictly black. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Issa.
Braids.
What'd you say?
I said braids.
Oh shoot, that's kind of hard. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Insecure. Yo. Now we good at this. This is gas. Now we gotta do one more. Why don't you pick?
Well, okay. Well, why don't we do a mixed one? Because we just happened to do.
We just happened to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Viola. Chitlins. Well. Well, there's that.
Third time, not the charm. Viola and Chitlins.
It has to be 1 word. Yo, and that's so little. I can't say that. Viola and Chitlins. What to call it?
I got one, but I don't think we're gonna. It's so random.
Viola and Chitlins. Viola and Chitlins. Why'd I say Chitlins? Why'd I say that? It's like 2 separate circles. Like I can't think of any.
But I found I have an idea.
I mean, fine. I guess this is so loose. Mine is loose. Not even like clever. But anyway, okay.
Do we keep going until we find something together?
I guess.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it will change. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
South.
Gut strings.
Oh, that's trifling.
But it's kind of.
But it's like
kind of like a connection.
Yeah, that's actually the connection.
You said what?
I said the South. I was like, this nigga's in the South. Ooh, play viola. We need the Chitlins.
Now, so it's gut strings in the South. Gut strings in the South.
Okay, just left it where it was.
Actually, I have something.
Gut strings in the South. Oof. Wait, no. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny because I didn't pick that, but I knew what you meant.
Yeah,
like,
but I can't. I'm not even gonna play with that.
But so we'd be on the same page most of the time.
Yeah.
But
okay, I'm just gonna try. I'm trying to get out of this. So, yeah, you can go.
3, 2, 1.
Raccoon.
Banjo.
Oh,
what did you say?
I said raccoon. Cause I was gonna say roadkill, but it can only be 1 word. I used to watch what's her name, Honey Boo Boo. They was eating.
Oh, I said gut strings. That's 2 words.
Oh,
but I thought but it's one thing.
Right.
You know.
Okay, raccoon and banjo.
Raccoon and banjo. Because I don't know. I don't think because I've never heard of a banjo with gut strings. I don't know anything about the banjo, but I just thought strings in South. Raccoon and banjo.
I'm trying to think because
I'm finna get out of this.
I'm trying to like zoom out because a raccoon's an animal. Banjo.
Like, is there some type of cartoon raccoon that played a banjo?
what the hell we gonna do? Yeah, I have no idea. See, I messed it up by saying Chitlins. This is the whole thing that just.
But it makes it more interesting because if we do get back to the same page, it'll be like, dang, how they do that?
Okay, raccoon and banjo. What raccoons be doing? They be. Okay. Fine.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Hold down.
Okay, again.
You have porch and a hold down. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Barns.
Okay.
Dance and barn. But then hold down would be the common ground.
Or barn dance.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I got one.
Barn dance. There's a couple you could do.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Square
Wedding.
dancing.
Okay.
Square dancing wedding.
Girl.
Yeah, because I feel like, how we finna get out of that?
Yeah, I mean, we could try what? And people listening are like, girl, but it's like, it's hard, like, when you.
Because, what is a common word between those two?
A square dance and a wedding?
Especially, it has to be one thing.
Yeah, one thing.
Because, I know people be square dancing at their weddings, but, if that's part of what you like to do, but what's the word for that? You know?
Yeah. Oh! Wait, there's a word that makes it common. I don't want to give the hint because then it's cheating.
Okay, well, we'll try again.
But there's, the word, at the point in the wedding that one will be square dancing. There it is.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. No. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Reception. Okay.
But it's just it had to be over. It had to end.
I mean, it didn't go as long as when we tried to do Wordle, which I'm sure that was hell to listen to.
Oh, yeah. It took so long.
And it's not that was before we was doing video episodes too. No visualize that. Y'all just heard us saying, okay, blank.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. Anyway.
Alrighty. What's next? Oh, yeah, the topic.
So, I feel like we talk about our situation every single week. But it's a lot. And have you been reading the news and stuff?
Stuff be making it through.
I read the New York Times newsletter in the morning, and I'm like, should I stop doing that? The only reason why it really wasn't, they do a good job of mixing it up, but it was about his little speech that he gave yesterday at.
The way I did not even know the State of the Union was yesterday until I saw Al Green getting escorted out.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, the State of the Union? I feel like I used to know that was coming up, but I don't know why I didn't know. But
and how it was the longest speech,
99 minutes. I was like, that's torture. 99 minutes of him talking.
And it was the New York Times people, which I almost had the idea. I'm like, should I start? I want to see for the first time in my life what the right, because I feel like the New York Times leans a little right sometimes, left. And I want to see what the girls are saying. Because do people think that was good? People think it was, because New York Times, it gave rowdy. It just gave, and he was, making fun of Democrats and, all types of, buffoonery. And it's I want to see, I'm kind of curious, actually, to see, I don't even know where to go find that, but, what they thought about, what the right thought about how he did, besides goodly. because I didn't watch it. I love myself, but like, because I don't need to know what the State of the Union is. Right. Treacherous, bad. like
she need 99 minutes to say that for.
But anyway, one of the things people have been looking for hope, and anyways they had, one of the things that Black women have been doing have been opting out, because 92% of Black women voted for Kamala. And so we were going to talk about today about, you know, first of all, that concept, because I just think it's like, what does that even mean if we still got to live here? And what does that look like if this is reflected in classical music in any way, and Black women be on the front lines, and if we feel like we are, which that line might be a little squiggly, but anyway, what do you think about the 92% opting out concept movement?
My impression was that, yeah, after the polls came out, which of course we already knew like what Black women was finna be on, but after that came out, yeah, there was a lot of people saying like we're sick of showing up for what's right over and over and over again, and there's people who are like holding us back and who also just mistreat us generally and take that for granted. Like I remember that one dude, it was this one white guy, went viral on Twitter a couple years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, for saying Black women will save us all, and Black women was like,
I saw that video in real time on TikTok, and I saw the evolution of it, because first everybody in the comments was like, oh, that's so da da da. And I was like, let's wait. I'm gonna wait for the people to realize how insane this video is. His mom taught him that you should always look for a Black woman when you need help.
Different. That I remember that guy too. Oh. This was another guy on Twitter saying, he tweeted this. Like, this was a couple years ago, but I do remember that TikTok too. That guy who said, yeah,
that was insane, and everybody in the comments was like, yeah, Black woman. I'm like,
oh my God, yeah. His mom told him if he's ever in trouble, find a Black woman. She'll get you out of it.
Don't come if you in trouble. Don't come to me.
I should find him and get you in trouble. Like, what's wrong with you?
And I think what was even more like alarming about that video was that he thought that he was being complimentary. Like, if you're ever in trouble, my mom always told me in Black women, like, there are heroes, and they always saving and they always fixing. Oh, actually, you know what? It's a little ironic that Olivia Pope was Black. I wonder if that was the original premise, or because now I'm in my tinfoil hat.
Which one is that?
Scandal. She was always fixing stuff. That was her little company. Their job was to fix,
like PR.
But they breaking the law. They killing people, and yeah,
that's what that is.
Scandal. Girl,
I get that one and How to Get Away with Murder mixed up.
Sure. How to Get Away, I'm too much of a weenie. By the time How to Get Away with Murder was picking up, I can't.
Like, because when you said Olivia Pope, I fully had Viola Davis in my head. So
no, the Kerry Washington one when she was hunching on that white man. Right. And they still act like they.
Isn't he the president in that?
Yeah, but they was having an affair, and his wife knew, and his I don't know exactly what.
I was gonna ask, have you seen The Oval? Tyler Perry's The Oval?
Now, have I seen The Oval, Dalanie?
I don't know what you be doing. You might have clicked over there one time.
I might have clicked over
there.
Didn't
you say you had BET Plus one time?
On accident. Because a writing mentor of mine told me to watch Honk for Jesus, Save whatever, the Sterling K. Brown joint, because my pilot that I wrote was not similar, but like had like church themes and whatever. And I bought Plus because I feel like I've been through enough. I'm already on BT Plus. I have a job. I'm not watching commercials. So I bought the Plus. Imagine my surprise. I said, why is Viacom charging me $7? So no.
Okay. Well, if you ever.
But you let me know how it goes, since.
Well, hold on.
Whatever I said just brought up such fond memories.
Well, hold on. No. You know, my grandma likes stuff like that. So.
You was watching it with her?
I've
been
in the room.
It was in the room, right?
I've been in the room while it's been occurring.
Is it good?
Like what?
Tyler Perry, because what did I watch? Apparently, his Kerry Washington situation was very. I said I might.
Oh, the 688.
You watched it?
I did not watch it, but now the only thing I will say, that was a Netflix movie, and I feel like Netflix be reeling him in. He be peeking through.
Because then it wasn't that. Did we watch that? We did watch something, but we were supposed to watch another thing.
We watched the one with Megan Good and what's her name's ex-husband, Tia Mowry's ex-husband, the crazy dude.
Yo,
we hated her for no reason with the crazy brothers. Oh yeah, and they took old dude out the casket. that wasn't on Netflix. That wasn't on Netflix. I did watch one movie that he had on Netflix a couple years ago.
Oh, Mea Culpa.
We watched that too. Okay, so we did.
Wait, which one did we watch? Because now I'm getting them confused.
We watched both of those.
We watched two.
Yeah, we did.
You sure?
We definitely did. Because I don't think I would not have watched
Mea Culpa.
But I don't remember watching Mea Culpa. But
no, Mea Culpa's the one. Which is the one with the boat? We did not watch the boat one, did we?
The boat. Remember,
everyone was like, "How did she get on a yacht?"
Oh yeah, no, that's something. That was Taraji P Henson,
right?
That one. I don't forget what that's called.
We gotta watch that. I want to watch that because I want to see what people have been talking about for years.
I forgot what the name of that is, but we'll look it up. But no, so we watched. So the one, okay, the one where they took the dude out the casket.
When they take the dude, now I can't remember that.
That's the one with Megan Good.
They took a dude out the casket.
Remember, because it was like the family. They had a bunch of brothers, and they was marrying like the pastor's daughter or whatever.
The way I don't remember this at all.
And the like, the mom was like, "We don't need y'all charity," because I guess they paid for the funeral or whatever. And it was like, go get him out the casket. They took his body and had him in the back of the pickup truck.
Yeah. And then they pulled up to it was violent at the end.
Yeah, because the crazy husband.
Let me look this up.
But they both were violent at the end because.
But I just don't remember watching two. We really sat and watched two.
We had to have, because we definitely and I remember. I don't remember. It's so weird. I don't remember when we watched Mea Culpa, but we did because that's the one with Trevante Rhodes, and he was the artist who was accused of killing somebody.
You're right. He lived in that weird apartment.
Yeah, that weird.
Okay, but what was the next one?
The other one I feel like we watched like pretty early on.
Okay, so maybe not.
It was before Mea Culpa.
Okay. Was it A Fall from Grace?
No, but that's the one I was going to say that I've seen. I saw that one because my grandma went to watch it. And that was the one where I was like, okay, I could tell that Netflix reeled him in a bit. It still had the Tyler Perryisms in there, but it wasn't as pronounced as it would have been had he had free reign. But yeah.
We got to watch. I want to watch.
The first one wasn't on Netflix.
It wasn't.
No, I'm gonna look it up.
Because now I'm getting them confused.
What was that called? Megan Good was in it. Let me see.
Because now look, they look like this is
Corey Hardick is his name. What's her name? Divorce in the Black.
We watched that.
It was on Amazon. I think we watched it pretty early on because she was like, she worked at a bank or something. He came into her job. Remember, we was like, why did he hate her so much?
I'm conflating the two. A criminal defense attorney takes on the case of a seductive artist accused of murdering his girlfriend. Oh yeah, but when burning desire takes hold, things get hot. This has an 18% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, that's the one with Kelly Rowland. Which somebody was like, she really had Beyonce in there watching this because Beyonce went to the premiere.
I remember that.
But this was the one.
So which one's the one with the yacht?
That's the one. We both never seen that one. That's from years and years.
I want to watch that one again.
This is the one.
Or period.
You remember what that dude? This is the one that he went. Wait, no. Who was the one that had the white mom? That was the one with Mea Culpa. Remember the white mom who had cancer, but she was faking having cancer?
Oh yeah,
that was in Mea Culpa.
Much.
Because
acrimony.
Oh yeah, because Mea Culpa was the one with the brother. The husband's brother was a mayor or something like that,
right.
And that played into
right,
it.
Right.
This is the one. Divorce in the Black was the one where it was Megan Good and Corey Hardick, and he had all them crazy brothers that was like known around town for being crazy. And
that was so weird.
They took him out the casket and they buried him in the front yard in a shallow grave. It was weird. And you know who else was in that movie? I was like, oh, that divorce must have been Richard Lawson.
Who was
Who used to be married to Beyonce's mom. When they were divorced like 2 years ago or something like that. I was like, oh, you ain't getting none of her bread, huh? Or else you would not be doing this.
But maybe them checks big enough because Kelly Rowland don't have to.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, girl, you don't have to do that.
Yeah. I guess maybe she did the Netflix one. It was still Tyler Perry-ish, but it wasn't as much as it would have been had it been a BET or just Amazon Tyler Perry joint. But the 688, yeah, I was like, the only reason why I was like, oh, that's an interesting piece of history. And also, I mean, most of the time with history, I'd rather just read what really happened. I don't need to see a dramatization of it. But
I like doing both. I want to see the dramatization and then I go and fact check.
That, I was like, I don't see him being able to bastardize this. Now, it's Tyler Perry.
Did Medea come in there?
Huh?
But was Medea in it?
Imagine.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes, I could imagine. 1,000%, I could imagine it. That's why I was asking.
God.
Medea in there, ironing their uniforms.
I did see a clip of because Oprah was in it. She was Mary McLeod Bethune. I saw a clip and the cinematography was looking kind of. I usually don't even notice stuff like that because I'm not But they were like, people were like, these three people were definitely not in the same room when they did this.
Really?
Because they were never shown in the same. It was a 3-way conversation. It was Roosevelt's and Mary McLeod Bethune, and it was like showing them all, and then there was a fourth guy too who was like some military dude, and it was all like the framing was very weird.
No backs of heads.
There was one over the shoulder, but they get people to do that just in TV. Anyway,
I mean, cinematography, look, it interests me. When I saw a short film yesterday, I was like, oh, I need to start getting into this. Like, y'all really be.
Yeah, they be knowing what to do.
Like, this is like, I want to learn that art of cinematography. I was like, oh, you could really make something look.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's like how y'all be having the vision for that, but
some of us just got access and no vision. Tyler Perry has vision. It's just not 2020.
Yeah, because like the fact that he wanted to make that movie in the first place, like, okay, you trying to branch out from what you usually be on. I can appreciate that. And also the movie he made another movie on Netflix, and he's like, I've been waiting 20 years to make this movie, and it was like about somebody who was like, it was like some couple, they couldn't be together, one of them too light skinned. It was like way like in the 20s or 30s or something like that, and she was passing and he wasn't. It was something like that. And he said he'd been waiting like 20 something years to write that movie because it didn't fit into what he was doing, and he was getting really popular and for what he was doing, but that was, I think, like a passion project for him. So he was finally able to do that. I didn't watch it because, please. But my mom did. She liked it, but that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, shoot.
Like, it's just...
My mom would... I mean, yeah, my mom... Tyler Perry's my mom's target audience. Like, not millennial. What's it called? Like, Gen X, churchy.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people I know. Not a lot of people I know, but, like, that's target audience.
My grandma be all up and down that BET. So
she be on Tubi. Oh, she be on.
Yeah. My grandma watches Tubi.
Apparently, I want to do that. This girl on TikTok I follow, she does Tubi movie night. So she be like, she get her little food. She like, I'm trying to find that ghettoist thing on Tubi. That sounds fun.
No, it'd be fun. It'd be funny.
Have you seen everything?
Be funny. Huh?
Have you seen a lot of Tubi stuff?
I've just seen like clips and stuff, and when I'm over there, she be watching the Nollywood stuff.
Nollywood be good. It's just Nollywood. I'm not Nigerian, so I ain't gonna speak on that. But what I will say, Nollywood has a lot of like. It looks, it's good. It just looks like it's shot on an iPhone 6,
which is what. Oh, you know what? The author of that book that I read last year, When a Gangster Wants You, she has a movie. I mean, a book that was turned into a movie on Tubi. I should watch it.
Tubi has money. They want. I don't know if they want to make good stuff, but they want to make, like, they had a creative program. Not a creative program. They had like a thing that I don't have a feature. I didn't have a feature to put in, but like, no, they want to make stuff. Mm-hmm. We should do that Tubi movie night. That sounds fun. It sounds a little stressful, but it sounds okay. We'll offline.
I read a article in New York Times about like how Tubi is like a place for like like independent black filmmakers now. It was like maybe a year or two ago they wrote that. But yeah, I mean, they be having stuff on there, and I think what I want to know, I want somebody who really knows movies and how they're made and whatever to like break down the differences between like because when I watch stuff on Tubi, I can tell it's low budget, but sometimes I can't tell why I can tell that. I can't tell how I can tell that. Sometimes it's obvious, like when they do special effects, and that one clip
bang that went on the screen.
No, that went viral where he shot the lady from behind. He went, and then the bullet went. Yeah, like it was just crazy. Like sometimes you can tell like when stunts are not done well, somebody slaps somebody and they go, and like it's just like
it's like there's no director on set to be like, can we run that back?
But then also y'all shooting stuff in the day like Tyler Perry. And like
Tyler Perry don't have to live like that. Well, you know, I'm not a producer. I don't know what constraints, but
you're a billionaire. You don't have to live like that.
You are a billionaire. You own your studios. Like
you don't have to.
You don't have to shoot a movie in a week. Shooting a movie in a week is insane. Shooting a movie in a month is insane to me. Much more shooting them. Like what they had to do for one of them days. They had like 28 days to shoot that. Versus like you doing a movie literally like no exaggeration. You doing a movie in a week. Why? How does it finna look? Like, how would be looking?
But the thing is, I can see from his perspective, he's like, why would I spend more time with the people who his target audience, they're gonna eat it up regardless.
Yeah, they're gonna watch it regardless.
They like the movie in a week one. So it's like if I could save money and get production down to a week and they still finna watch it, I'm gonna do it. And instead of making one movie in 4 weeks, I make 4 movies in 4 weeks. So y'all are the enablers.
To be fair, I don't know if my mom actively watches Tyler Perry, but it would not surprise because she used to watch some little shows that were on TV. Were they on TBS?
Oh, like
he had a bunch of them,
like the Browns and stuff.
Like he had a bunch of them little shows. China and McClain was in one of them, the first one. Oh, and they love
the
Sisters. The girls love Sisters.
Oh yeah, Sisters and Bruh. What was I gonna say? That kind of surprised me and don't because like I know his audience be churchy, but also some of the Medea stuff be like raunchy. So like,
because church folk. That's
but my grandma watches. She'd be watching that one with the cult. It's Tyler Perry movie. I mean, not movie. It's a show with the cold, and some stuff he be doing. I'm not even finna say. It's crazy.
Tyler Perry is acting in it.
No. Some of the stuff that the cult leader in the show be doing. I'm like, Tyler, he need to go talk to that lady. Close Final Traffic, go talk to that lady.
Real bad. Like, we almost got recruited for a cult.
Well, we got approached.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, we should probably get back to the topic, but
I don't even know how we got on that.
Because I don't even know. Actually.
Oh, it was black women gonna save everyone.
Oh, well, I asked you what you thought about it, and then we started talking about this. So.
But I just don't know how we got here.
Oh, not even. Oh, because that is my fault. Because I asked, like, oh, was it intentional that Olivia Pope was supposed to be black?
Wow. And look where we are now. Okay. Well, yeah, so like we were saying 30 minutes ago, that black women decided, there were some black women online who were saying, we're gonna step back, we're gonna let y'all do what y'all do. Now I will say this, it kind of turned a little problematic to me. Maybe a little, but like it turned problematic to me for some people, some of the stuff they was doing, because there's been a lot of like, I mean, maybe to people that really, really know where to get the information or whatever, but apparently there's been a lot of confusion about the boycotts in relation to Palestine and which places are actually have something to do with it. Because I heard, a lot of people saying don't go to Starbucks, but then some people saying Starbucks actually don't got nothing to do with that. So I don't know. I don't really be at Starbucks regardless. So I kind of just tuned that out. Like, I just kind of tuned it out because I was like, either way, I'm not really having none, so it's fine. But there was I saw a bunch of videos of like there was some black women that was going be like, well, I'm finna have my Starbucks, and they shaking their stuff and saying, that's why y'all getting better. Like, it was just it was like, now that y'all think that this is hurting them and you've thrown it in their faces, because there are some people that abstained from voting because the genocide in Palestine was a deal breaker for them, and all of that. And there were some people that they was taking, like, some black women who were in that space of, we stepping back and we not, because we've shown up for what's right for so long and we're not appreciated, we're not supported, whatever. And while I did not agree with the whole, y'all think it's hurting, like, people got bigger problems to be, like, worried about. Like, I know your Fifi is hurt, but, like, people literally having their entire families wiped out right now. Like, that was insensitive to me. But then there's also the truthful part of, like, that's not representative of everybody who feels this way. And so there was also I feel like the section of black women who were just like, yeah, I'm just not investing in my time and my mental energy into following politics, and whatever happens.
I feel like I understand the whole, I can't remember, like, I was talking to someone about this, like, the week after, because everyone's just looking for some little sliver of hope, like, what we finna do. And my thing is, like, I understand, like, I remember seeing the comment, it was like, yeah, girl, I'm finna work on gardening, I'm gonna learn how to knit, I'm just chilling. It's like, I understand, maybe because I'm just being, like, too literal with it. My problem with that, why I never really latched onto that, like, oh, I'm finna find me a hobby, I'm finna chill or whatever. I'm like, we still, like, I just don't, that's not gonna help. Because first of all, like, yeah, 90, like black women are led, like, 92% of us came out and voted for Kamala and all the things. But it's like, we're still gonna reap the consequences of this. Like, we can't, like, we gonna be knitting while they no, we gonna be knitting like this when they
That's insane.
when they come and round us up, like, we gonna be here, girl, well, I'm just working on my scarf. Like, it just doesn't seem like, I understand people are just doing the best that they can, but I never latched on to the whole, I'm just gonna chill and wait it out, because one, I wasn't really doing nothing to be, maybe if I was doing stuff before, like, all I did was my civic duty and voted, like, so it's not like, well, girl, I wasn't out, and maybe the people who are saying they just finna chill, maybe they call their representatives and they're doing all the things, but, like, I just felt like it didn't make me feel any better to be like, girl, what hobby could I take up? Because I'm just like, we still gotta live here, like, toothpaste gonna go up, like, think about how much stuff is, like, luckily, like, I'm in a place where I can afford groceries, but it's like, it's projected that Americans are going to be paying $2,000 additional in groceries when these tariffs go into effect today. So that's what's estimated. I mean, that could mean, like, for a family of 4, for whatever. I didn't go because I was getting a little overwhelmed, so I didn't click on the article that was linked in the newsletter. But, like, I'm in a place where I can afford that, but it's like, why the hell should we have to do that? And it's like, yeah, we did our part, but it doesn't matter if we weren't on the same page. We still got to pay the $2,000 more if we knitting and gardening. Like, I never really latched on to that. I understand people are looking for peace wherever they can find it. I'm not trying to, like, be dense about that, but, like, speaking from my personal experience, I just never, like, oh, girl, I can relax now. I haven't been relaxed one day since, well, there's other reasons, which will be over soon. But it's still, like, every day's a news day in this presidency, and, like, you either, like, completely unplug and just, like, and whatever happens, you're not following politics. And to be fair, I never really did that anyway, or, like, in earnest. Like, I would just be like, just basic stuff. Like, I knew what Biden was up to, but I wasn't like, but it's like, I don't know, I just never really latched onto that concept of, like, well, girl, I'll see you in 4 years.
I feel like, yeah, I don't know.
It's so, because it's like, obviously it's not like if we were to dwindle it down and it's like we were on a job or something, and it was like, or we were in, like, a community, and black women, like, we hunted and gathered for a year, and all the men sat around and did nothing. So this year, like, y'all got it. It's not like as practical as that, but it's just like, I understand why people are doing it. It just doesn't, it's like, you could do that anyway. Like, step back from what, I don't know.
Yeah, especially because I don't know what they mean. Some people, I feel like maybe they mean step back from some of y'all be talking about it online.
Yeah.
And some of y'all be going back and forth with people. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. And also some people like do that work. They be at Capitol. They be in the streets. They be canvassing. They do all the things, you know.
What y'all need to do. It's just very clear when you look at the breakdown of voting who the problem is. So like that's what y'all need to be talking to, honestly.
And even like the FAFO stuff, like you see a lot of farmers getting on there being like, oh, they pulled this funding, oh, da da da. I'm like, that affects all of us. Like, and also I'm not really interested in the whole, like I've seen, not very frequently, because TikTok knows me. If there's something on my For You page, like there's very rarely something on my For You page that I did not place there. Like, even like sometimes I went to the comments in one video, which also I have been giving up TikTok in the morning for Lent because it is a problem. Because
I didn't even realize Lent was happening. I'm like, where have I been?
I was gonna pass up because I never do Lent.
When did it start today?
It started today. I never do Lent, and my friend's doing Lent, and I said, oh girl, that's not for me. And then I was like, I might could do me a little something. I was like, what could I give up? What, it was like TikTok. I'm like, what could I give up? And it was like, and I was like gonna do alcohol, but I was like, I don't drink enough for that. It would not be in earnest. Really?
I'm just kidding.
It wouldn't be in earnest. I have like 1 or 2 drinks a week, so it just would not be. That's not
a lot. It's not. I know it's not a lot. Actually, it's not fair.
I don't think so.
It's like average.
I don't know what average is, and you can't even look up average without Google telling you if you're looking for help, you can find it.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, if you're like, how much is too much to drink? And be like, well, if you need to talk to somebody, I'm like, God, I just want to know. People have a drink. People have a drink every day.
Yeah, I know. Some people have like a glass of wine at dinner.
Yeah, and it's just like I'm not. First of all, I've been trying to. I'm not gonna say that. But I'm trying to, summer's coming, I'm trying to have my belly out. So, like, I've scaled back. I mean, I've been doing a little bit more because, like, I be having fun. But, so I'm definitely, like, even that 1 or 2 was really, even a month ago or 2 months ago was, like, 1 to 2 a month. Like, I really scaled it back. Now I'm close to some of my goals. So I'm like, I got me a little drink. I could, whatever. But it wouldn't be in earnest. Like, I'm not gonna, if I don't drink for 40 days, I'm not gonna miss it. Versus like TikTok in the morning is part of my morning routine. It wasn't today. And I was very productive, but then I was stressed out because of stuff with that situation, and look where that got me. I could have pushed it back an hour and do my normal TikTok situation. But anyway, there'll be a video that pop up on my TikTok, and I'll be like, how did this get here? And I went to the comments, I'm like, but then it's a stitch or something. And people in the comments with me would be like, whoa, girl, I didn't place this brick. Like, yeah. So TikTok knows me. So, but all that, like, FAFO content, I'm not interested in, because I don't want to hear about how you voted for Trump and then we didn't know it was going to be this bad after that mongrel spent years and years and years and years and years and years and years telling you how bad it was finna get. And matter of fact, he said, when I get back in there, I'm really finna do what I was finna do. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear, oh, I shouldn't have voted for him, or I wish I voted, or I don't want to hear it. Like, it's so easy to vote. Like, you could be, I'm not gonna say that. That's crazy, Katie. It is so easy to vote. It's so easy to vote that you can have somebody vote for you and you sign it. It is so, I don't want to hear it. If you didn't vote, you're listening to this, you should be ashamed. I don't want to hear, like, you genuinely should be ashamed of yourself. I don't want to carry you out the country. Jan living in what's it called? She put her ballot in. I want to hear.
Where is she registered to vote?
Huh?
Where is she registered to vote? I'm just curious because I know some places.
Oh, depending on the state.
Yeah, but some places do make it harder for you to vote.
I don't know where she's registered to vote. I don't remember. But it's like, you should be ashamed. I really, like, I don't really give our listeners do that, because why you listen to 2 black women talk every week. But you should be ashamed. I don't want, that content pisses me off to no end. Every time I see it, I'm not interested. I don't want to care how you're about to lose your farm. I don't want to care how they only gave you 3 cents for WIC. I don't care. You better start milking your titties and feed your children. And since Trump was so important to have put in office, I don't care. And I don't want you, as an educator, I don't want children to suffer. But, like, yeah, you can't feed your kids. I don't know, girl. Like, that's where I'm at. Is it insensitive? Yeah, so was voting for Trump. So, like, I just have no empathy for that. Your kids will eat at school. You could starve.
Well, actually, if Trump has anything to do with it, they won't.
Yeah, there we go. So
you don't want your kids eating at school.
He don't want your kids eating at school. He don't want you. You eating, he don't want you alive.
Like,
He's Ebenezer Scrooge. She thinks we should decrease the surplus population. So yeah, all that, it's just really been difficult for me because I'm just like, to reconcile, like, y'all, we already been through this, we going through it again. Every day is a news day, and black women are like, yeah, girl, I'm just finna learn how to knit. Girl, they ain't gonna have yarn in the camps. Or like, and also we work in nonprofit, we work in the arts. So when the budget gotta start get pared down, I won't be able to afford yarn if I'm unemployed. It's too much. Everyone's like, oh, I've been to a bad presidency before. Okay, girl, this might be our last one. So,
well, and he also said that. So, I was just gonna say, I realized only halfway through you talking that FAFO means fuck around and find out. So, in case anybody else didn't know that.
Oh, my bad.
Because I was like, I thought it was a new law or something.
Oh, for real? My bad.
Yeah. But then when you started explaining, I was like, oh, I see what you're saying.
My bad. Yeah, that's what it means.
I was like, FAFO Act of 2024.
Well, it could be.
You know what? Because, yeah, when I was like, when you hear it on, I know that when you hear the number that 90 million eligible voters stayed home on election day, 90 million.
I see your job literally can't prevent you from not voting. Like all of the things, like 90 million. And you're so despondent that you're like, oh, voting doesn't work. It literally works. Listen, it literally worked. I know having multiple thoughts at once is a little hard for some of y'all pea brains to have. I know you only got 3 synapses firing, doing their very best. But literally, the person who gets the most votes wins, or whatever. Put your vote in. Oh, it don't matter. The electoral college do be
2016. She got more votes.
Yeah, she did get more votes. But like, you know what I'm trying to say. It makes a difference.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
it's not just
it's complicated. But like, oh, voting don't do nothing. Okay, girl. I can't even get into this. Like, and now we supposed to sit around and all the black women are like, well, girl, we tried to tell you. I'm like, we here too. It's not like the 92% we freaking went off to planet Blee Blee Blorp for the next 4 years so we could just chill and freaking moisturize our skin and whip our goddess locks. Like, no, we are here too, talking about, girl, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, well, da-da-da. No, it's gonna be, I don't know what to tell you too.
Yeah.
That's why it just kind of, I don't know.
Dang, what was I just about to say? I forgot. But yeah, 90 million is insane. Also know that there were some people who were like left leaning, who was like, I might vote for Trump at a protest. I'm just like, everybody, I feel like we just gotta be for real. I feel like people just always trying to do something creative with the vote. Just do your thing. Like, just do your thing. You know, like, I just don't understand. Anyway, classical music,
right? Well, this show.
It was. I think we were gonna talk about, like, there's been there was conversation about how, like, black women are often at the forefront of, like, movements for civil rights, and when I say at the forefront, I mean like moving change forward, because obviously we know, like, the image of the civil rights movement is like the literal civil rights movement, capital civil rights, is very male, but, like, you know, there's also, of course, there's a lot of people of all genders that we don't know about, because we have, you know, people that are very their image is just more popularized. But yeah, they were talking about how black women are often at the forefront of a lot of important movements, a lot of successful movements, just across issues and across the board. So we were going to talk about, you know, there's been some changes, incremental changes in classical music, and whether or not we feel like that idea kind of extends to classical music.
What they've been doing in classical music?
That's the thing. So.
Cause oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say yeah, cause
I think it's difficult because how many black women are in charge in classical music? Are there any black women music directors to be making, like?
I think it's interesting. I think that classical music doesn't have enough of its own like compass. I think it follows whatever else is going on. So like all that happened in 2020. People, we playing back composers now, yay, turn up. All that happened because in the larger culture, it was like, no one's really like, I won't say no one. There are people who are like fighting for change in classical music. Like obviously Bond has been a big help with that lately. Loki as well. So that we have people now, but even so, like people, I feel like people just started listening to people like that like a couple years ago, when it became a thing to do that. So
yeah, I think it's a little difficult to, because obviously I know a lot of Black women who are, you know, pushing for change. I mean, Jenna Arnold is one, Artina McCain. I know I only said 2 names, but like I know a lot of Black women, so I'm just like cycling through the ones who just whatever. But like Jenna Arnold comes to mind because like she like walks the walk, talks like actually doing. She's behind Bond. Like, I mean, she obviously has colleagues with her in Bond as well, but like really be doing the thing. So Black women are always finna be somewhere being, you know, speaking up and whatever. But I'm thinking like but big organizations like Gateways. I mean, I don't know.
Oh well, yeah.
That there we go. Yeah.
Started Gateways.
Yeah. Black women had to do that. But I think when it comes to like within organizations, I think it's a little bit harder because like they're already male dominated, and then, you know, people don't be listening to women, which I don't know why.
Because it's like because then now you're also like fighting like the culture of an organization or just the culture of work in general. Like it's no longer just, we're not talking about a movement, we talk about an office, you know. So yeah,
and it's harder. Like, I mean, my situation's a little unique because I work with a lot of women.
So I work with all women.
You work with all
women. Except for the editor of the journal is not. But
yeah, so I can't even speak to that, what that looks like. When I was at MSR, I was never in the office. I don't even know what that dynamic is. But I know some woman at TikTok was funny. She was like, at every stage of development, women like progress faster than men. Like it's like, oh, like your son is 4, he's not talking, and it's like, but your daughter's 5 and she's doing calculus. And it's like, oh, but you know, men, like the boys will be boys, and it's like women mature faster than men, like at every stage of development. And it's like, so at what point were we like, let's put men in charge? You know, like men be 50 talking about like, well, you know, I'm just trying to figure stuff out, and it's like it's kind of half over already.
More than half, especially if you're
a Black man.
I was about to say,
I'm not trying to long live, you know, do your thing, king, but just statistically.
And I could think of, we can't get into that, but I can think of another parallel in which that's a similar dynamic.
Well, offline. But it's just like, oh yeah, I was just reminded, Jason, if you listen to this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I was just reminded of that situation I had in that city I was in for that thing. I feel me reaching a breaking point. I felt it today.
I was just about to say, because we want to talk about whether or not we felt like we were in that position, because we were saying like, have Black women been at the forefront of change in classical music, and whether or not we feel like that applies to us.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
We just be like, change. I feel like we are a part of the conversation, but I don't change.
Well, it depends on what you mean. You mean like change that's happening? Because obviously, like we don't have institutional power. Like so, but that doesn't mean that you're not at the forefront of change. Like I feel like a lot of people are not. They don't have the power to do it themselves, unfortunately. But they're a part of something bigger. One, I would say, like there have been times where we've been at the forefront of things, like starting the Black Students Union at Eastman, I've said before, I was Students Association diversity chair. I was on diversity committee, Black Students Union president, founder. Like I was on the Eastman Action Commission for Racial Justice, all that type of stuff in the institutional realm. I was very, very involved. With Classically Black, I think it's a little different, but I will say like some of the conversations y'all just now bringing up, we got an episode for that 3-4 years ago. Yeah. You know? So like and I think that we're also, people underestimate it because it's humor and we be so serious. It'd be so unserious. And silly, and also I peeped that because I posted a serious episode clip the other day and it didn't get 2 likes. But it got way less.
The girls like when we be,
they like, y'all like a little kiki, but y'all don't like a little let's get down to business, which you know what, fine. In this climate, fine. But I also think like that's something like we make classical music like more interesting, more open, more inviting, more like and I feel like there's power in that in and of itself. I don't think that I personally don't think that the powers that be appreciate that, and I don't think they see the value in it. And sometimes the audiences don't, and maybe that's why they don't, because to be fair to them, they do have to make money, you know. But like I don't feel, I mean, we've had this conversation slightly on the show, but more so behind the scenes. I feel sometimes I'll be getting into my stuff. Don't be personal, but sometimes it be feeling a little personal, and sometimes it don't be feeling like there's value. And it's like there is so much, like I know we be kicking, but like it's work. We've seen so many people drop like flies on their projects. We almost 6 years, over 300 episodes that we edit, we record, we produce all ourselves, all of that stuff. And I feel like, and we did that because we didn't see nowhere really like that for people like us in classical music. And no matter how unserious we are, I feel like we are on the forefront, because you know how many classical music podcasts came after Classically Black? How many Black classical, and like shout out to y'all for real. But like, yeah.
And it's also a little frustrating, like as an unserious person, I've never been serious, but I always take a little bit of offense to like the whole like whatever, because you made a point in passing about how like when people come to classical music, like the space, they don't expect to find humor there. But like that's the part about like, and I've mentioned this before about there's so many things that make being a Black woman difficult. But it's like two girls can't kiki and make a little joke about Beethoven and how and saying it must smell crazy at the premiere of, you know, whatever. Like, you know how many degrees are behind us? Like,
that's why I was like, don't get it twisted, because I'll be looking at some of y'all pre-concert house be boring. Like, no offense, like as a person, I love music history, love it, but like some of y'all stuff just don't be all that. And it's like, I know we be laughing, it's six music degrees up here, don't ever play with us. Like,
and it's like also like I be reading some of them program notes and
like it never gave don't know what we talking about. It never gave
I'm not trying to be rude, I know everybody enters his space at different places, but I be reading some of them program notes and it's like I don't know, it's not like it's not written well, but it could be written better. Like we could be on series all day, but it's like we write professionally, like okay.
So I feel like that's another Black woman thing. Like you don't really get the luxury of like both. Like you don't like, people don't, if you show the humor stuff, like people, they don't see that you can be serious, you can be learned, you can be all that type of stuff. Like some people do, but like yeah, that's one thing, like the imposter syndrome will never get to me about. It has in some places in Classically Black, but not lately. There's nothing like Classically Black. There just isn't. So like I just feel like and sometimes I feel like people don't know how to receive that.
Yeah, I mean, imposter syndrome, it depends what space I'm in, but it's just like I don't know. I be really trying to. I don't really get it. I've been working on not trying to get it. I'm not there yet, but I've been working on not trying to get it, because I just know as a Black woman, specifically as a woman, like I'm overqualified. Actually,
that's why I've really been trying to tell myself, like I know me. I know I'm not finna just slap nothing together. Yeah, like I'll be like, does that even sound like something you would do? Like I see so many people get on the internet, they lie, they under research, they whatever, and I'm like, I would never ever do that. So where imposter syndrome coming from? Yeah. That don't even make no sense. So I'm trying to undo that too, but
it takes work.
Yeah.
But Jasmine Crocker really been, I mean, but it's like, that's also another thing. That's a perfect example. Jasmine Crocker is the only one I've been seeing you talking about anything. And it's like, she can't be the only one. It's all of y'all sitting up there looking how y'all looking. Like, she can't be the only one being like, hey girl, Constitution, read it. Like, and I was gonna say the only way Trump read the Constitution was he watched Hamilton, but it was way too niggerish for that to watch that. So we don't even have that. And it's like, and a black man didn't even write Hamilton. He probably didn't even watch that. And it's like, Jasmine was like, oh, da da da. He's like, girl, I know I earn my seat. I'm one of the few people here who actually earn my. Cause I have to be overqualified to be here. I have to be overqualified, and I can't even get on my little soapbox about this too, because the fact that Kamala was overqualified for presidency,
Ketanji Brown Jackson overqualified to sit on the Supreme Court.
And that freaking doof is probably reading with his damn finger. Actually, like, he signed his name so big. I know he's still right on that paper with them lines, with the
dotted line.
Why your signature so damn big?
His signature looks like Klan hoods. It's so pointy at the top. It literally looks like a Klan rally. I'm like, this is crazy.
Like, it's a lot.
If you've never seen Donald Trump's signature, you should Google
the
it.
fact. Like,
I'm not exaggerating.
Like, no, I can't think about it too much. The woman was over. And the girl was talking about, like, she got a chance in her policies. I understand that, but not now. Like, let's just, we share land with Mexico and Canada, and we beefing with them for no reason.
Right.
We just beefed out for no reason. Girl. Okay. Anyway.
But yeah, but classical music, I feel like, you know,
bring it back. My heart kind of beating. I'm just like, what we finna do?
Because it really gets to that point. It's like, so what we finna like?
And that's why I'm not finna learn how to crochet. I
feel like, yeah, we're not at the forefront of, like, in terms of having institutional power, but hopefully we're at the forefront of a cultural shift in classical music. Mm-hmm. And I do think that we definitely have been, because the whole podcasting, there's been a lot of classical music podcasts, and specifically focusing on, like, the experiences of people of color that have came after classically black. And I'm not saying it was a 1-to-1, oh, we saw classically black, we got to start a podcast. But, like,
sometimes you see stuff and be like, oh wait, I want to talk about my thing.
Yeah. But, like, I'm sure some people inspired by classically black, or some people it's just like, oh, I see more people are talking about this. Mm-hmm. Why are more people talking about it? Because they listen to stuff like classically black, they're listening to Triloquy, they're listening, you know, like, yeah. And hopefully, you know, we can continue to do that, because I do think that this conversation just reminded me that I think I felt a little bit of that in classical music. I've been going back and forth. I feel fine now ish, but, like, there was a little period there where I was just kind of like, how much longer I'm finna be doing this? Because I feel like it be for naught. Like, some of the stuff, it be feeling a little like, dang, like, y'all don't even appreciate. I'm not saying y'all gotta classic black kiss the ground y'all walk on, but, like, it just felt like I felt like an outsider in classical music for the first time in a while. Yeah. And also because I stopped playing. So it's like, when I'm playing, like, I'm in the orchestra, I can't be an outsider. But, like, it's like, dang, your voice and your opinion and your knowledge is not enough. You know, like, you better get on that fingerboard if you want us to listen to what you got to say. So I'm here with you guys still for now, but I went through a little period where
I remember that period. I was like, so we doing it, or?
But you didn't also feel that way at all?
I think it was, I don't know.
Because we talked about that one thing that we was like, y'all still never, but we both have very strong ties to.
Oh, yeah.
And we still never, like, there's been some stuff that's been a little.
It's been weird. Yeah. For some things. Even one thing that I can think of right now that we even mentioned earlier, but I think I'm so when this period was happening, I was still too in my own head. Like I was doing, my plate was so incredibly full. I was so overwhelmed, just doing too much. So I just really didn't have even the space to be like, not saying that you had so much space, but like I just wasn't really thinking like that. And also I can be so like, my time will come, and what needs to be said will be said in the time that it needs to be said, and the acknowledgement will come when it's supposed to. So maybe every once in a while I'm like, dang, like the thing you're talking about, but like a lot of times I'm just like, yeah, when it's supposed to happen, it will happen, and I don't want no backpedaling when that time comes.
Mm-hmm. They wouldn't give me a whole lot of hope that time would come, so I was jaded for real. Especially because it'd be like, it wasn't even no spectacular thing that I'm wishing for. It'd just be basic stuff. Like, but anyway, let me get re-irritated about that. So.
Yeah, because actually I forgot about that. So,
but yeah.
Well, let us know your thoughts, and we're moving on.
Yep, to our Black Excellence.
All right, y'all. Time for Black Excellence, where we hype you up, gas you up, and give your props because there's room for everyone at the top. This week I'm talking about Aaron Manswell. Don't he look like a mixture of Carlos Simon, Kobe, and LeBron? Like you? No?
I think that's too many people for me to mix together.
Oh, you look like Dwayne Wade.
I was gonna say Dwayne Wade. I was just about to say Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, when I went, I was like, oh, it's like Dwayne Wade.
He reminds me of Dwayne Wade. Yeah.
Anyway, Dwayne Wade is a composer and soulful.
Wait, what?
Aaron Manswell is a composer of soulful music. He's based in Toronto, Canada. Shout out to the Six. That's something nice. Anyway, he's a composer. He's a native Torontonian. Why did I say that? He's native to Toronto. His songs have been premiered and recorded across North America by ensembles included the Grand Philharmonic Choir, the Amadeus Choir of Greater Toronto, and the Nathaniel Dett Chorale, the Chorale of Southern California. Oh, let's put into the song. They had a song called "Stick with Love" on their 2024 album Tapestry of Becoming, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Traditional Classical Albums chart. That song got him a lot of recognition, including made him the winner of the 2022 Grand Philharmonic Choir Canada Composer Contest and runner-up for the 2023 American Choral Directors Association Brock Prize for Student Composers. In 2023, he was the featured artist for the Canadian Opera Company Showcase Series, delivering Offspring Live, a concert of his works reflective of his simultaneous relationship with classical, R&B, hip-hop, and gospel music. He was appointed the composer in residence of the Toronto Mendelssohn Choir. That is very specific. He's a music producer and keyboardist for multiple award-winning Canadian pop artists, and he's also a film composer. He has written original scores for films premiered at the Toronto and Montreal Black Film Festivals. He's also an educator. He's a former wind band conductor at Crawford Adventist Academy, and he earned his composition degrees from Oakwood University and the University of Memphis. Oh, shoot, hey. And currently completing a Doctor of Musical Arts in Composition at the University of Toronto. So shout out to you, Aaron.
Period. My piece of the week, I hope I'm saying it right, is Shole Shole. And yeah, it's by Abel Salau Choi, who I talked about a couple weeks ago, and I think have done his Black Excellence twice, which he deserves that and more. I'm a very big fan of his, and his new album is just incredible. I think I spent the majority of my 24 hours yesterday listening to it, and I was like, is he hypnotizing me? Like, I can't turn that shit off. But I'm serious. I was like, because he was in the States earlier this year, and I don't know why I thought he was going to be in Seattle in the summer, or maybe they changed the dates or whatever.
Oh, the cello dude?
Yeah.
Oh.
But he's not, and I'm like, am I gonna go to Germany? I might go to Germany to go see him, because he's gonna be in Germany for a lot of the time. I think he has like one day in the Netherlands, and then the rest is like Australia. I'm not going to Australia.
Australia kind of crazy.
It's
insane.
insane.
Like, they under, like, you gotta go.
But I was like, I might go to Germany just to see. But also I got a lot of stuff coming up. I need to make.
You busy bee? You traveling?
I need to make a bag. That's what I need to make, because all this stuff. I want to be able to be like, yeah, I'm just up and go to Germany to go to this concert. Like, I would love to do that, but we'll see. But I would love to see him.
Oh, you're not into that thing no more. Cause when you said I'm gonna go to Germany, I was like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I had a little something, but it's not like what it used to be.
Like you might not get on the flight.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I don't know, cause my mom, she traded in her stuff to have me. I'm on her stuff now.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can get on a flight to Germany. You'd be mad seats.
But I got to a hotel, gotta get around, gotta eat. Like
That's true. The hotel, the flight be the worst part. And also in summertime, like
I just mean like to be able to take that, all the costs to go for a trip. That's why I was like, I don't understand. When I was like, the fact that stuff be that expensive even when you don't have to buy a flight. Like, I don't see how people would be traveling like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I remember the whole room went quiet when I was like, dang, I gotta buy my plane tickets again. Everybody was I was on the phone with Nikki and he was like,
oh, this life. What y'all be doing this every time?
I was like, I cannot believe I gotta buy a plane ticket. She was like, yeah, Katie. It's like, oh, okay. I didn't know y'all were.
No, I'm just kidding.
Y'all living like this? Well, yes, now I am. So I was on a Spirit flight. It was not bad. I feel like I figured out a little system. but I don't like doing stuff where I gotta do stuff. I had my coat because I was going to Chicago. I could not believe how cold it was. So I just put my purse in my coat sleeve, because you only allow one personal item if you start buying all the upgrades on Spirit, you might as well go on a real airplane. So but once I got on the plane, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna put myself in the overhead because there's no way for them to know that So I figured a little hack, but I was like, let me go back to my people, American. Anyway, this has been a lot. Thank you so much for listening to Classically Black Podcast. Don't forget to follow us on social media, Classically Black Podcast. If you want to see more from us, join us at the Ebony Tower. That's patreon.com/Classically Black Podcast. Thank you for listening. We will catch you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.